P, at what time, at what point did you click, or did you start getting into like a playoff mode? Did you do it 2 weeks before the year?
I think it's that whole last
week?
last like 30 days.
Nah.
Yeah, because you think about the last,
No,
you
no,
stop going out.
Hold on.
You stop.
I'm talking when you hit that, like, and you go into like a, all right, everybody out of here. I don't want nobody in here. I want just quiet in here. When you go into the playoff death mode.
Oh yeah. Oh, like with not only on the court but like around me.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. I'll say the last 5 games.
Last 5 games, you locking it down.
Yeah.
Tighten it up.
Yeah. Tighten everything up.
You know what's crazy,
I ain't
y'all?
taking as many calls.
First day on every playoff morning. Pause the first one in there. Drinking coffee just like this, with his book on his lap. Every playoff. This man is in there at 7 o'clock. I think you beat Doc now. I think he would beat coaches in there. I've been dead ass. We went to the playoff, what, 6 times? 6 times he was in there every morning.
No, yeah, I'm locked in.
So last three games?
The last 3 games, because you know at that last 3 games we don't know if we playing or not. So you really start locking in on who the opponent gonna be.
Right.
You know what you got to do. You start cutting out all distractions. Yeah. You know, you start
locking in,
making sure everything is good with the girlfriend or the wifey or whoever your people is closest to you, and you just be like, all right, you got to be a filter for me or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you just dialed in. You know, it might not, like I might not even sleep in the same bed with wifey.
Oh wow.
Or you know, just be like in a whole nother room where it's just quiet and dark and just isolating a little bit. A couple of days, yeah.
Can you feel yourself changing?
Yeah, for sure that.
A lot of people don't really know that. So you play 10 exhibition games and then you go into an 82-game season, and for some reason, when you hit the playoffs, I can't say after my first year, but being in the summer and then watching the playoffs, it irritates you. But when you actually get a taste of the playoffs and then you're not in it, it really with you, right? But when you are getting ready for the playoffs, I told Church this the other day, my body still thinks around April 15th, April 10th, that I'm getting ready for the playoffs. At night, I get cold sweats. I feel, I can't even explain it. You would understand it more than anybody, but I'm up, my mind is going.
Right, you up, it's hard to sleep.
Edgy,
it's hard to sleep.
Edgy.
For real, it is hard to
It's coming
sleep.
through my ears. I can't even you know what I'm saying? Like I can't even explain. I'm playing things through my mind, things that I did well, things that I didn't do well, things that we're not even locked into who we gonna play either. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to ask P, because I still to this day actually experience some of those yesteryear feelings, bro. Like
playoffs is the most stressful.
Yeah, true. On your body.
Just
and
mentally, physically, that you'll ever feel, because you go through so many emotional highs and lows. One day you win a game, the next day you lose a game. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to look at nobody. You don't want to eat. You can't sleep. You think about what you could have did better.
You're watching it over and over and over and over. You're rewinding it. You're looking at it.
It could just be one game. You just always just like, God damn, if I had did this or that or this or that, and you beat yourself up with it. And then if you don't play for like a couple of days, this is going on for a couple of days until you can get back on the court.
And guess what up? Your house, your circle,
your relationships.
Like everything you got going on is in a disarray.
Yeah.
And the power of focus, the power of concentrating on something.
You just might get in an argument with your girl or wife or your boy or a family member, and it be over nothing. You just because your mind is so discombobulated because of the emotional highs and lows of the playoffs. It's just when you're obsessed with this.
Such a fatigue.
It's just draining.
It is. And when you see and hear about players going on like a month, where they went on like a month vacation, it's because of this. Because for at least 45 days to like 2 months, you're not thinking of nothing else but this.
The playoffs can ruin your relationship or your marriage or you're not taking them out on dates. You're not having sex. This is how I was.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not doing none of that extra stuff. And it can have a strain on your relationship, to be honest.
This is the other side of the playoffs
Yeah,
that you
this
don't
is
ever
what
hear
people
about.
don't talk about.
But it's curating the monster in you so that when you hit that court, when you see baby crying, got all this, you feel me? That's where you take it out. That's why at the end of a playoff game, you ought to see the locker room. Guys are exhausted. I'm
It's
talking about leaning
draining.
over like, hey, no, like.
It's so draining.
Listen, the playoffs,
Yeah.
it's nothing like it.
So draining, dog.
Nothing like it.
It's stressful.
I say this, with all due respect. I loved that we went down to the final game of the year and it was meaningful. You know, usually around the last 3-4 games, guys sitting out, chilling, I'm
Yeah.
high-fiving, I'm eating hot dogs.
Man, it was a lot of
Lord, it
meaningful
wasn't
games.
none of that.
3 teams fighting for the #1 slot.
And every single game meant something. You hear me?
Every single game missed some. Knicks ended up number 2.
2.
OKC got the 1 slot. Like, because Denver lost to San Antonio. That was a gimme right
P,
there,
what you
too.
always say? Win the games you're supposed to win. That's Paul Pierce, number one
Win
thing.
the games you're supposed to win. They
Supposed to win that. They were supposed to. And when I tell y'all all the time, there's no bad players in this league. There's no bad players in the NBA at all. If the guy got on the jersey, it's for a reason. If he's sitting on the bench, it's for a reason.
No, there's some bad players in the league.
That's some bad players, but nah, I'm saying
some
that
bad
he has a superpower for him to have a jersey on.
It's some politics.
No.
There'd be some politics in this.
Listen,
Keep it 100.
I know exactly where you're going. Yeah.
No, you know, I'm just saying.
I hear you. You know I know you. I know exactly what you're saying. Absolutely, there is. I can't fight that one. What?
But in the playoffs, it kind of the roster whittles down to 8
Oh
or
no,
9 players. So
it gets
that-
cut
The
down.
roster don't
The fat gets
whittle
cut.
down, the rotation
Fat
whittles
gets
down.
cut.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Fat gets cut.
Yeah.